Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to go over this upcoming on October 11, the ARKPOCALYPSE event. So they've got all of these mods here that they're going to end up putting on these official monthly wipe servers. So I'm just going to kind of go through and do a breakdown of all of these mods, and we will go over them, and I'll kind of read the descriptions, and then I'll show you the in-game play. Maybe the size of them, cost of it, uses of them. Some of these will have, extra structures. Some of these will have, different abilities than normal, and some are obviously, hairstyles. So we'll start with the MarniiMods Hairstyles. So this here looks like it's going to give you some extra, hairstyles that obviously the game doesn't have. All right, looks like you can probably do some beards. So they got guys and girls type hairstyles. Pretty slick looking. Pretty self-explanatory. They got, variety, quality. Each hairstyle is designed with attention, compatibility. Easily style yourself through the character creation menu, or simply craft yourself a pair of scissors to change up the looks for your existing character. So yeah, so you can do it both ways. So you can do it while you're making the character, or you can also do it with the scissors, just like in the other versions. So right now we are taking a look at the MarniiMods Hairstyles. We're just going to do a quick overview on this. Now obviously probably should take my hat off so we can see the hairstyles. I'll use the scissors. And then in style here, we've got some like braids. There's that kind of matches what was on the item, or that item. The braids here match the description on the Curse Forge for the mod. We've got, looks like you can do like, obviously you got the lengths, you got facial hair. Let me turn them around. Turn my guy around here. Let's see your style. Okay, so they've got, I didn't get the big old Viking braid type thing. So, I mean, that's pretty much the mod. Mod is pretty much the hair stuff. So yeah. So we're going to take a look at some of the other ones here. The next one we'll look at BigAL's Meraxes TLC. So he got himself a nice big old dino here. Looks like you ride on the tap, saddled. Wonder what damage this does compared to, the Rexes and stuff. Enter rage mode. All right, so there's a rage mode. C key will trigger a healing buff that will quickly consume food, but with each successful bite attack, only it gains 10% health equal to the damage dealt. That's kind of nice. You have to be level 75 to make the saddle. Saddle takes hide, kite, and keratin pelt. He's going over the spawn codes here. Oh, it can enter the boss arenas. All right. So he used, thanking a couple of his friends here. He's got some help on doing some of the stuff. So yeah, so we'll take a look at that one in the game and kind of test that out and see how it looks, see how it functions. All right. So next up, we've got BigAL's Meraxes. So he has two codes in here to spawn in. There's the normal version, which are these, and then he's got a Scorched Earth version. They appear, looks like they've got the same, the healing infusion, the heavy attack, and the roar. The saddles are pretty stinking sweet. Yeah, they feel like they ride the same. Turning radius is pretty good. And the fact you can bring these into the boss fight, that's kind of cool. Especially with that heal infusion, giving you the 10% healing per bite. So you got your left click as bite, right click as directional heavy attack. So that's like a stomp. And then C is the heal infusion. And then your roar is left control. Huh. Pretty neat. They look like, I mean, I am in single player, so the stats are probably a little boosted on this, but I mean, this is a pretty low level. How do they do in the water? Ooh, they're actually pretty quick swimming. All right, so we're doing the heal infuse right now. Let's get this turtle real quick. We'll check this out. Dude. These are pretty cool. Definitely a fun dino to test out. Yep. So I'm assuming, I don't know how these mods work with the, so I mean, he's got his own special saddle. I hope there's going to be a way to get blueprint saddles in the drops. I'm not sure how Wildcard's going to do that with the servers, but there is a chance that if they don't add them to the drops with like quality variation, that you could tame these and then just you're stuck with primitive saddles. Although you could use the blueprint crafting station if you found some blueprints, primitive ones, and try to, you know, the tinkering station and improve them. But I mean, it's a risk you lose them as well. But yeah, so that's the BigAL's Meraxes, and yeah, so we'll take a look at another mod here. All right, the next one we got here is the Cyrus's Critters Magna Gecko. So the gecko spawns. The new gecko spawns are the dunes, beaches, grasslands, jungles, and canyons. So here's some pictures of them. What do we got here? So they're fairly big. They look like probably the size of like a lystro. Maybe okay. Looks like it can be a shoulder pet. Okay. Maybe a little smaller than a lystro. Yeah. So those are the images. Let's look at the description here. It comes in over. That's a lot of different color combinations. Once tamed, the little guys love to eat berries. If injured by a dinosaur, the gecko will drop its tail, leap, and run away in hopes that it can get to safety. But this isn't the case all the time. Over 10 minutes, the gecko's wound will scar and the tail will proceed to grow back, giving a fairly interesting look when you initially see it poking out. Magna geckos can also be bred, allowing for an army of them to be by your side. Magna gecko's uses, besides being an amazing pet, is that its tail can be used to lure all sorts of creatures. So I wonder if that kind of is going to work like the rare flowers. The second way to obtain the tail, which was not been spoken about above, is a metal hatch. Your gecko, you can slice it off, and every 10 minutes it'll grow back, so you can kind of harvest and farm them that way. So yeah, so we'll take a look at that in game, and we'll kind of see how that functions and works as well. All right, we're gonna take a look at the gecko here. So this is let me make sure I'm getting the name right. It is Cyrus's Gecko. I had to go to their Discord in order to get the summon commands. They don't have it listed under the descriptions on CurseForge for the spawns. So yeah, so I went to their Discord, got those. Cyrus's Critters Magna Gecko is the name of it. So here's a tamed one. Oh, probably can get my scissors put away. It says that you can do a, let's see if we can do, it says a metal hatchet. You can use to chop the tail off. But before I do that, let me see. Okay, so you can pick them up. Oh, dude, that is cool. Gecko wheel, hold R, and force tail. Oh, it says PC only. So okay, so hold. Okay. Gecko abilities. Magna Gecko. So all right, so you could do it that. All right, we're gonna pick them up. Let's see. Can I So it looks like you can cut the tail here, but Shift X forces the tail. Oh my. Oh, dude. So yeah. Does it follow me? I wonder what the green. Because where's the tail at? Tail's down here, right? Dude, what is this? Magna Gecko tail. Oh my goodness. Can you eat? Eating raw food, right? So it's like. Goodness. So is it like a body that then they'll like? That's crazy. Here, what happens if I eat it? Spoils me. Poisons me just like spoiled meat or raw meat. So yeah, so all right, so that's the gecko. Oh gosh, look at the little tails growing back. Drop. I don't know if he can't drop tail that quick. All right, so let me summon in a wild one here and see what they look like. Okay. Are they aggressive? I'm not aggressive. Put item into. I wonder, is it raw meat? Or is it like bugs and chitin or something? Let's see. Put raw meat into the last slot here. Alright, so what do they eat? The mod says, this gentle creature is a passive tame and is tamed with mashed bugs, which can be crafted in the mortar and pestle. Once tamed. Okay, so let's check out the mortar and pestle. Let's make that real quick. Please, we'll just pop one of those down there. All right, what do we need? What do we need for? Is mashed bugs bug repellent? Or is there a legit? No, there is a mashed bugs. Where can be crafted at? Okay, is it not able to be crafted in the mortar and pestle? Because usually it'll say where it can be crafted at, or is it just a inventory thing? I mean, it says in the Curse Forge on the description, it says. Okay, so it's actually not in the mortar and pestle. It is just made on your body, right? Because I don't think I can make crafted a multi-table. See, it's not. It doesn't show up. Does not show up in the mortar and pestle. So that's a little bit of a foresight thing, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, you can. All right, where did he go? He's right here. All right. Oh, pretty easy. Pick him up. All right, I do want to, though. It says you can, with a metal hatchet. Ready? Just one swing. Oh my gosh. Oh, I killed him. He was a pretty low level. All right, let me see if I can get a. Let me spawn in a high level one here a second. We'll try the axe once more without killing him. All right. Okay, yep. So it does deal damage to him when you do it though. Gosh, quite a bit. So keep that in mind. Oh. Hey. Oh, I thought he was attacking me. I was like, hey. Oh, there we go. They're angry now. There we go. Got him. All right. So yeah. So what's in the inventory? Oh, the essence. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So that's the gecko. That's a pretty fun one. Might be worth getting. Pretty easy. All right. The next one is Dino Finder. The Dino Finder. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory. They got some images here. So obviously you get a nice little map. Does it use the actual like map, in-game map? Or a map. All right, then you can do find dinos. And it just kind of scrolls through. It looks like you can do a male, both, or just female. min level, max level, and then it must ping. Oh yeah, yep, looks like it. You can set it to locate them, and then you can fly to it. All right, so we will check that one out. I think description-wise, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. For the mod to work properly in single player, prevent hibernation is required as a start argument. Unfortunately, this does not work for consoles. To activate the prevent on consoles, you on console also use this mod. I'm using it on PC single player, so I might not have to, but we'll take a look at that. Maybe we'll throw this in if it doesn't work. This mod adds a button to the inventory map that can be used to toggle the Dino Finder on and off. The Dino Finder and the Dino Finder, the dinos can be filtered by species, gender, age, and level. Markers create the 15, depending on the marker limit, 15 closest dinosaurs. When you click on one of the markers on the map, the corresponding dino is tracked. Okay. Dare Dino Finder. And it kind of seemed to work, but like I said, I'm in single player, so it might not work all the way. I'm going to clear all my points of interest. Yeah, open. All right. So if I do any dino, max level. Okay, so it is working better now. So it's finding tons of stuff. So let's say I want to track this turtle. So let's say I want to track that. And oh, that's probably why, because my levels are so low for the wild spawns. I was doing it earlier. I was doing it higher level. All right, so there you go. So there are all the turtles that are close. It does closest to you. It doesn't do way out here. It'll do the closest ones to you. So if I track that one, can I close this and does it? Heck yeah. Yep. That's pretty cool. So the Dino Finder thing is going to be, it's going to be nice. You get into an area and you just kind of want to search around for Rexes. You can just move to a different area, refresh it, and it'll research what you're looking for. So yeah, that I do like. That is pretty cool. It's not overpowered in the sense that it shows every single dino on the map. It's your general area and searching for the dinos that you want. And the cool thing is, it looks like you could, let me make sure I'm right before I say this. Maybe are you able to, so if I did that and then I did, okay, no, so you can only do one. I was wondering maybe you could do like a selection of them. Lystro, Trilobite. Yeah, so it'll only, but that'll be good for farming too. If you're like, man, I need to find some Trilobites because I need some pearls. Boom, 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 and then you close Finder. There's your Trilobites. Go get them. You can just get right into getting pearls or kiting or whatever. Yep. All right, so the Dare Dino Finder, that is a pretty slick mod. That'll be a fun one to have. Kind of speed things along on the taming and hunting and gathering process. Next one we're looking at is the Klinger additional structures. So Klinger, he has dedicated wood storage, dedicated metal storage, all sorts of stuff. Gate 3x3, normal gate plus wooden gate. Okay, stone gate, medium stone wall, improved industrial cooker. It has a greater water capacity. Does not create dyes, not disturbing the autocraft. Improved creation speed. No need for a foundation. All right. Is there anything else in that, or is this? Oh, okay. So it's not just wood, dedicated wood. Okay, it's the dedicated. Yeah, the storage boxes, but instead of tech, they're wood tier, stone tier. That's nice. Multi-forge, we'll have to check that out. Tubular. Gosh, that's actually really nice. Sconce light, yeah. No, that's nice. So, yeah, that'll be pretty cool to check out. All right, the next one on the list is the Klinger additional structures. So Klinger has, he's got a additional smithy. So you can craft all your normal stuff in here, but you also, it adds like his additional stuff. So he's got the multi-forge. The resources are right there for what it takes to make. Improved cooking pot. It does not have the ability to make the dyes, making the auto craft work correctly. So when you throw the stuff in, it doesn't like automatically start making a bunch of dyes. You can craft what you want to craft. Improved creation speed and a greater water capacity requires gasoline or power. So that's that one. And then what else he got? He's got the lights in here. I'll show you those. He's got the storage. He's got wood, stone, and he's got metal dedicated storage. So here's the cost for the wood, cost for the stone, and the metal. All not too bad for the function and use of those. And then, yeah, that was storage and structure. He's got metal. He's got 3x3 and 2x2, and I'll show you those. And then he's got them in stone. This one here, the medium stone wall. This thing is crazy. I'll actually put one in my inventory here, and I'll show you. Stone wall, medium stone wall. All right. So this thing does not require a foundation to place, and you can just talk about building walls around. Oh, can you not? It's the first time I've tried placing one next to it. I placed one earlier. Okay, is it just... Huh. It does not want to do that way. But technically, you should be able to... I'm sure people building with it will figure it out a little better than I can. But yeah, it makes it look like the outer wall of like a big old fort. And then, yeah. So there it is. So here, this outer wall here... Okay, the outer frame, that's the 3x3. And then the one inside is the normal gateway. This is a 2x2. That's a normal one, just to kind of give you a size comparison of what those look like. And then as for lighting, so here's the lights. Let me actually set the time of day. I'm going to tweak it so it's nighttime. So it is dark out. It is nighttime, and here's the lights lit up. I think honestly, they're pretty nice. So when you're placing these up here, when you place them, you can rotate them when you place them. So I'll throw one of these in my inventory. So yeah, so when you place it, you can rotate them however you want. So you could. The only downside is just like the other lamps, you gotta turn them on. So if you put them up really high, you're gonna have to have a way to get up there to turn them on. But other than that, I mean, look at that. I mean, that lights up the area pretty nice, I would say. And then you got your storage. I put the metal ones up top. You got your wood ones here, stone here, metal. Oh, let's see here. So metal holds. How many does metal hold? 1,800. 1,800. 1,800. So they all hold the same amount of stuff, just obviously different health levels. This is the multi-forge. Does a pretty good job. Makes the wooden metal smaller than a industrial forge. Runs on gasoline. It is slower than an industrial forge, but faster than the stone forges. This is just a normal vault. This is a light that you can place wherever you want. I put it over that. That's all part of the Klinger additional structures. And then, yeah, so in the cooker, you've got obviously, I mean, you've got your kibbles. So it looks like it's set up. Yeah, that's pretty nice. So, yeah, it doesn't do dyes, he said. So you can do all your stuff, your kibbles. crafting food. Is there anything else? Vegetables, veggie cakes. Okay. So yeah. So just a different version of the cooker. So that is the Klinger additional structure mod that they're going to have on the server. Multi-table by Bad Boy 23. This mod brings a resource table to your server, automatically produces important resources. The table is also a meat spoiler. It just works when you put raw meat in it. All right, so that's the spoiler. Resources, element shards, electronic power. All right, so these are all the resources. I wonder, what does it take? We'll have to see that in game. What does it take to get that stuff? Does it just pop up? Does it make it over time? Do you make a bunch of these and it just, yeah, we don't want to be guessing too much. We'll get it spawned in and we'll take a look at it and see how that works. All right, next up we've got the multi-table. Where are you at? There you are. I was gonna say I heard you. All right, so the multi-table. I made 3 of them. You only really need 1. You could do more. So I was looking at this. So it requires metal on a lot of these things. Metal seems to be raw metal. Seems to be the base. It seems like everything's 20, 20, 20. Everything requires. Okay, so this requires metal ingots and pearls. Now the question is that going to be better than making them in the fabricator? All right, there's multi-electronics. 1 ingot, 3 pearls. 20 ingots, 5. So does it give you, well, we'll have to try this. Does it give you more? Does it give you more than what the fabricator does? Do I have any pearls in here? Yep. So take some pearls. Take some ingots. We'll leave that going. All right, so we're going to go over to, we'll go over these structures here in a bit, but we're going to go over to the fabricator. And I'm going to throw in that and that. All right, I'm going to make 1 electronic for 1 ingot, 3 pearls, right? So that gives me 1. All right. So that, will I get more if I do this? So I'm going to take everything out of here so I don't mess it up. So what does it need? It needs 20 metal. Split them out. Let's do 20 metal. I just want to put in the exact amount. And then 5 pearls. Makes you 4. So honestly, if you're struggling for pearls, this is a really good way. If you have more metal and you don't want to have to go farm for pearls, you can make more electronics in this than you can in the fabricator. Yeah. Because that'd be the equivalent of what, 12 pearls? I'd have made 4 of them. Yeah, 12 pearls. So I would have used up 12 pearls and only used up 5. So depends on what you got for resources. If you have more pearls, then obviously you probably want to make them the fabricator. If you have more metal, make them over here. The one thing that I think is kind of a little off about this, if I go into here, I gave myself some resources, all right? Like I said, everything seems to take metal, gas. Okay, so you make black pearls out of metal and gas, raw metal and gasoline. So if I put that in there, and then where's my raw metal at? Right here. How many black pearls? So it just sits there and it just pops out black pearls. All right. The one thing I think is crazy is the element. So I can put obsidian and that in there, and it just starts making element. And I mean, it makes, that's a lot of element. The other one is this here. So the spark powder and the ingots. If you get tech turrets unlocked, you are going to have no problem filling those babies up. So let's put the ingots in. And let's put the spark powder in. Dude, look at that. Ingots and spark powder. I mean, dude, that's easier than gunpowder. Same thing here. Probably if you got chitin, and I don't know if that's, yep. So if we, well, actually, is it specific? It's probably specifically that. I bet you I can't put in. Can I put in metal? Can I put in my metal and then chitin? Or is it gonna say no? Oh, it makes, okay. So they are. So each one, you gotta pay attention to what you're putting in, because each one has a specific output. So if I put this in and raw metal, I mean, honestly, I mean that's not too bad. I mean, I think some of this stuff is a little busted and uneven, but if I put this in, holy smokes, that makes it fast. So yeah, polymer. See, how do you? See, so here's the thing. So, like, how do you get it to do the... I don't know if it'll let you do the polymer. Because, all right, so if I... So, like, the polymer takes obsidian, chitin. So, I'm going to put obsidian in. I'm going to put some chitin in. And then what else did it say? It said metal. Is it just... Do I have to do it in this order? Oh. Do I got any more raw metal on me? I don't. Let me go grab some real quick. Oh, cooked it all up. All right, let me spawn some in. All right, I got some more metal. So let me. So if I got those in there, I put the metal in. See, it makes all those. I don't see a way to shut the auto crafting off. So if you want polymer, you're going to be stuck making absorbent, substrate, and element. Because there's no, because even if I start, yeah, because this takes the same obsidian and metal. So, I mean, it's nice, but it definitely, I mean, this here will be, I think, phenomenal. Being able to craft veggie cakes and being able to make carrots and this type of stuff without having to have a greenhouse. I mean, this is really going to help people who want to, like, live in a rat hole, kind of have a smaller base, not need all, you know, you don't need a greenhouse. You don't need to rely on raiding someone else's greenhouse. You can make everything you need right here. So I do think that's going to be pretty beneficial, especially like the honey too. A lot of people don't want to have to go get that beehive and get the honey for the veggie cakes and stuff. So yeah, so that's the multi-table. It's kind of a little broken in some areas, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, somebody put some work into this, and I'm not going to say that it's, you know, a horrible mod or anything, but there's, as you'd expect, there's things that aren't working the best on it, but I think the concept and the idea is really cool, and I think it'll be kind of fun to see it used out on the ARKPOCALYPSE servers. Now, no Untameables. This one looks like it allows you to tame things that you normally can't tame. So you can tame the ammonite, the synedria, the the jellyfish, the yerpterid, probably saying all these wrong. The little the sea scorpions, the Magna. Oh my goodness, the Magna's shoulder-mounted radar ability. Level up individual radar feature. Oh my goodness. So this one generates silica pearls and black pearls. That's pretty cool. The lead organic transport that stores Dino's cryopod style up to 5 held at once. Now does normal damage to rafts. Configurable to disable or alter raft targeting. Okay, so you can fight. Oh, dude. That's going to be great. Dude, you tame one of these, you just go for rafts, man. All right, the ants now spawning in the wild. Ant hills. Queen made many different directives. Jug bug. So this is Scorched Earth. Harvestable resource scaling with stats can explode violently when attacked. Deathworm. Oh my gosh, you can tame a deathworm. Fully above ground capable with an entirely new set of animations. Can grab and drag players or creatures underground in a cinematic attack. Can burrow underground with a rider. Future. All right, so it looks like we'll try these. I don't know if they're already out there and work, but yeah, Glowtail Reaper, the Reaper King, the Queen, the Nameless, the Seeker, an attack drone. I wonder if you tame the Reaper Queen, what the abilities of that would be. Defense unit and then Summoner for Genesis. Yeah, we obviously can't do these. So I'm wonder if he doesn't have these ready yet, but we'll check those out. All right, so the next one that we're going over is the no Untameables. So I started out with, I had a lead. Yep, he's down here just messing stuff up. So if I put him on passive, so this is, so it says that you can like hold dinos cryopod type. It's black bag. Does that mean that it has? I can't drop anything. All right, let's see. Gosh, this does some damage. All right, so let's go up by my dinos. Let's see if I can store them. It says it can store them cryopod style. Does it just mean water dinos, or does it mean? Gosh, can I even get up here? All right, this is as close as I can get. So I'm gonna go grab one of these Meraxes. We're going to bring him out to him. Oh, dude, it does stomp damage just walking over the stuff. All right, so now if I get on him, can I? Huh. All right, let me take a look. So I found the wiki. So the wiki, let's go to, I'm reaching near the water surface, scare away smaller aquatic creatures for a while. All right, melee attack, grab creature, switch slot, not possible. Release creature, toggle. Not possible. Use the radial menu for the Xbox and for the PlayStation. You can't just hit, all right. So, show extra info on stored creatures. So do I grab the creature? It says right click to grab the creature. Well, that must not be for that. R to switch slot. Nope, that don't do it. C to release the creature. No stored dino. How do I store dinos? H to show extra info. Empty. Okay. Well, how do I get them in it? Dino transport. The lead 6 can transport smaller creatures inside its mouth. Both wild and tame creatures can be stored in this way. While stored creature is removed from the world, similar to cryopod or fish baskets, only allied tames can be stored and they have a green background. Okay, so it must be only small. It's a small dino, so I wonder if this one's too big. Yeah. The other one was they had the Mega Neros. They said could be tamed. I spawned one in, but it doesn't seem to do what it's supposed to do. So I think I'm gonna have to get my own because it's supposed to be a shoulder pet, and I don't know. It says it takes spoiled meat, so I think I have some spoiled meat there. I'll just put that there so I can see when it spoils. And then we're gonna just go to. Let me get rid of my little gecko friend. We're gonna go to the swamp over this way. Hopefully I don't crash my game in the process. And I'm pretty confident by the mouth of the swamp here. Should be able to find a Magna. And it says that it tames by just feeding it spoiled meat. All right, Magneros, where are you? Oh, you know what I could do? Let's go to map. Let's go to open the finder. That says there's none around me. It says there are none around here. Well, anyways, I'll put the link to the wiki in the video description. You guys can take a look at it. There's a lot of info on a lot of the dinos, and if it seems to be something that you guys want me to do a video on more in depth of all the dinos and taming them and all that, I can definitely do that. But I think for the simplicity of this video, I don't think I really probably need to go into all that. The Magna is supposed to have like a radar ability, kind of shows like eggs, hidden caches, players, that type of stuff. So yeah, so that's the no Untameables. Yeah. All right, so now we're going to take a look at Smol Structures. So the Smol Structures, that is this one. Does he have any images? No images. This mod makes some structures smaller and adds some tech replicator, industrial forge, industrial grinder. I wonder if you can make this without getting the tech, or if he has it tech locked. Small hatchery and more. So we'll create some of these, put them next to the other ones, show how small they are compared to the normal, and we'll go over what the resource for crafting is. All right, the next one and the last one we're going to get into is the Smol Structures. Now this one's pretty slick. So there's all these here. These are all of the Smol Structures, okay? I mean, you get the tiny vaults, industrial forge that's slightly taller than me. The dedicated storage it's a little bit smaller. He's got a hatchery. Hatches eggs with the power of otter insulation. So you can just put the eggs in there and it hatches the eggs. Generator's a bit smaller. I do one of the generators and kind of show you the comparison, because some of these don't look much smaller, but they definitely are. And I've got too much stuff in my inventory to be doing that. So let's put this in here and get rid of all that. All right. So I mean you can see, it's definitely smaller. That's smaller. The bookshelf, that's another one of those ones where it's like, is it really smaller? It appears smaller. And then when you go to compare it to its other version, you can see it's noticeably smaller. That's small. The smithy's smaller. Tech replicator way smaller. Smaller fridge, smaller forge. I love the grinder. The grinder size is perfect. Cooker, like I said, all this stuff is going to be perfect for people who want to live in a small cave. And then, so you've got element converters. So it converts element to and from corrupted potatoes. So this is going to make it so that you can, I'll put my element here. If I grab some element, I can't take element off server, but I'm guessing I can take corrupted potatoes off server. So I'm going to put my element in here, and I'm going to convert to corrupted potatoes instantly. And it's a 1-to-1 ratio, and then convert back to element, and then convert to potatoes. So if I take this, and then take this, and then I go over to, and I go into this, and I go to the inventory. Can I upload? Oh, I can't upload that, but can I upload that? Oh, I can. So Wildcard is giving you a way to transmit element from one server to the other. But, I mean, with the multi-tables, you can pretty much make element everywhere, so it doesn't matter too much. Now, this here is pretty nice. So, this is the cloning chamber. He basically just allowed you to use the base, got rid of the whole big outside thing, so that way you can fit it into a smaller spot. But, let's go over this here. So, I'm going to pick up the replicator, okay? This here is a Smol converter. So, I'm going to put the, see how it says Smol? And I'm going to convert from Smol. So now I got it, and I can take it and I can place it down. It's a big one, but let's say, hey, I picked this up from a raid and I don't have room for it in my base. I want to make it a Smol version. You just convert to Smol, and then you can take it and you can place it, and boom, there you go, Smol, just like that. You can do it with all these structures. I think that is a very, very cool addition. And if you take a look at the stuff, so like if I go into crafting and I do, we'll do the replicator, for example. The normal one and the Smol one takes exactly the same amount of materials. He's got it that way on all of them. So it's not like you're going to lose out on how you craft something or not. So, but yeah, so those are the mods. If you want anything more in depth, let me know. I might do one of the Untameable one later on if I get enough interest on it. But yeah, these are what's going to be on the ARKPOC server coming up October 11. Which honestly, I might take some time and play because these are pretty cool, and it'll be pretty interesting to see how the Smol element converter and the multi-tables are used and abused this season. So, but anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for the subscription, likes, and any of the comments that you leave. I'll see you in the next video.